City of Binghamton and our community has long been a place where kind of arts and technology converge. And so when the idea of LUMA first came up and a couple of dreamers started projecting on historic buildings, and then it became very clear that the art and technology of projection mapping was a cutting edge type of art that was going to take the world by storm.
Projection mapping and light-based art is a way of changing the way we tell stories. You can't film projection mapping and take it home and have the same experience. You know, when a crowd forms around a building and that one moment happens and you get the collective awe and gasp, there's nothing like that energy.
I remember where I was when the first time I saw projection mapping happen, and it was magic before our eyes. You hear about it, you see photos of it, but until you really experience it in person, shoulder to shoulder with thousands of other people, words can't put into what it actually meant for our community.
LUMA is a free event, but I think that's really important because art empowers the next generation of scientists, of teachers, of artists, creating an event where they can see high-end art in a way that they've never been able to see it before, but also they can actually participate no matter what they're doing. They can see their work on the building. I'd like to think that this is inspiring the next generation of storytellers.
On the surface, you know, LUMA's bringing tens of thousands of people to our community every year to dine, to stay, to shop, to experience our arts and culture. But beyond that, it's really become what downtown Binghamton is known for. And also the fact that you have international artists that are treating LUMA as kind of their proving grounds for the cutting edge of projection arts mapping means that the LUMA brand is not just known in the United States, it's known across the world.
We worked hard to gain the respect of the rest of the world, but it's because of community members, you know, local IT people, engineers, students, that came in and said, I'll volunteer, I'll try this out. These are people that are doing it out of the love and passion for the craft. There's a number of things that makes LUMA continue to be relevant. One of those is, as the technology progresses, you know, over the years, we've had all different Panasonic models that have evolved over time. And what's interesting is, as the technology improves, the artists become bolder and bolder with what they're willing to try.
We have 4 Panasonic projectors on large truss. We're completely mapping the interior of a venue in Binghamton called Stellar Human. It really feels like a luminous volume when you're inside of it. I have not personally experienced this work in this way. So having access to these resources for this kind of event is like a complete game changer.
LUMA has become this experiential arts event where you have to be here to experience it. You have to be present to really fully understand the scale of what's being done, where you're having this collective experience of art with other people in the community.
We need a wonderful time, and you know, there are few things that happens in Binghamton, and one of them is LUMA. And I know that the next LUMA after this is gonna be 365 days later, but we need more happiness, we need more relaxation, and just like our eyes enjoy, you know, just in the darkness of night, we see wonderful colors on the buildings of Binghamton.
Projection arts mapping has become kind of the new frontier in live events, and Binghamton is the home place of where those artists and that technology is tested. So we view Binghamton as a place where it's having an influence and impact in cities all across America.